so many flights. So you would have.
Hey there, it is Tuesday, April 23rd. The time right now is 11:54 a.m. And this is King Street West. And I think the temperature right now is around 13 degrees Celsius. And there's an eastbound 504 King Street car. And this is the intersection of King and University. And in this one, I'm going to head north up to Adelaide Street, and then we'll walk west. And I'll eventually find my way over to Trinity Bellwoods Park. And we'll check out the cherry blossoms that are in full bloom over there. I think it'll be a little over 2.5 kilometers from here to there. And maybe at Bathurst Street, I'll head north up to Richmond. Not entirely sure, we'll figure it out. But the forecast was calling for showers all morning into the afternoon. And that turned out to be not exactly the case. It's another rather nice day. Not quite the same blue skies that we had yesterday. So the area over on the right is the financial district. And this is Adelaide coming up. It's an eastbound one-way street. We'll cross over to the north side of Adelaide. That is a look along one of my favorite skyscraper canyons in the city. And just east of here, Adelaide is about to resume something it hasn't had in a very long time, and that is streetcar service. The Queen streetcar is being diverted south, I think between York and Church Streets, to run along Adelaide and Richmond, which are both one-way streets. But this is west on the north side of Adelaide Street West, and on the right is Bishop's Block. That was constructed between 1830 to 1840. And it's since been incorporated into the Shangri-La Hotel. I'll spin around and get a better view of it. What's on the other side of the street here? And that's like southbound Simcoe Street. There's the Shangri-La behind it. I did a video and walkthrough around the Shangri-La a few years ago. And you'll notice the bike lane is on the north side of the street. This was previously on the south side. And they've added these protective barriers. Really, anywhere in the city there's a bike lane that's not protected, they should add these. Keeps cyclists protected, keeps vehicles unnecessarily out of the bike lane. There's smokes. And an absolute staple on this stretch has closed down. A couple of them have, but Burrito Boys is gone. What does the sign say? We'll be closing our location. Well, that's closing down due to the, or it closed down due to the development of, I think, this building here on the right.
Yeah.
Which used to house Crocodile Rock. I think the building still exists behind this construction hoarding. That was a very popular night spot, one of the few places you could affordably go out. It had a reputation as being a bit of a cougar bar. There's a lineup to get in to Pie across the street. It's a popular northern Thai restaurant. There's one of those in Midtown. It's good to see the bike lane well utilized. Smash fries and a pop and 2 dips for $12.90. I don't know why they call them 2 dipping, but that place is quite good. Some music blasting somewhere up here. I think from Wonderland Campus. Cannabis. And I went to this cocktail bar on the right a few Saturdays ago, Paradise. It's a lot of fun in there. $6 drinks all night, every night. And this is Melrose. That's a trendy cocktail bar as well. And there are the PJ condos. I really like the brick facade they used. And the way it meets the corner is quite neat. And a cafe for retail. That is a high-rise done right, in my opinion. And there's a number of patios just on John Street here, which is a designated cultural corridor. Sadly, my favorite one closed down several years ago, the Office Pub. $7.99 burger and fries Tuesdays. I should pop in there and grab that. I have not been to that particular Hooters in a very long time. And you'll notice there's streetcar tracks along this stretch. There's no regular route that uses them. Apparently there used to be a streetcar along Adelaide that was ripped up in the 60s. Oh, look at this, another brick facade. Of course, there's a glass box condo on top, but well done. And this is Peter Street coming up. Although a block south of here, it becomes Blue Jays Way. There's the Sky Dome off to the south. The Ham Sushi and Taco Bar. There's a Sonder Hotel. Those have been springing up all over the place.
Just down Peter and keep going, and then if you look, you just have to let your foot up.
That is probably not supposed to be left like that. There's a streetcar turnaround. I think that's for the 503 Kingston streetcar. But Queen streetcar or King streetcars will also use that to short turn. There's the Joey Bats Bat Flip mural. Probably the single most memorable moment in Toronto sports outside of Kawhi Leonard's last-minute game-winning shot. That sunk the Philadelphia 76ers in the playoffs several years ago. I think the backflip and that
You go one.
would be the two marquee moments, at least in recent years. There's been some others, of course. Edwin's wild card walk-off homer, I was there for that one, would be another one. And Josh Donaldson scoring from third on a play to first to win a series. I was at the Dome for that one as well. The Leafs haven't done anything memorable, although they did win last night. There's a southbound 510 Spadina streetcar. This is a very long light. Oh. The driver had to get out and manually switch the track. Black-eyed Susans. Some interesting art. Chit Chat's Canada's leading e-commerce shopping partner. Just missed a sneak peek to a store that said coming soon. This is Brant Street. It's a public school right over there. That's King Street, just to the south.
It's like we need a saving grace right now.
Yeah. There's a new food hall. In this building here, the Waterworks Food Hall. That's where Lee Restaurant has been relocated to. was in there before it was officially open. I'll have to go back in and see how it's doing. That is Maud Street. I bet if you asked most Torontonians where Maud Street was, very few would know. But most would know this next one, Portland Street. There's an office tower housing Shopify, one of the Canadian e-commerce darlings. There's a word I don't think I've ever used on this channel before. And this is Portland Street. This heads down to a hub of nightlife on King, and there's some spots running up Portland. And it is closed off to the north. And this would be Bathurst Street coming up.
Oh my God, I bonked.
And you can see St. Mary's at what appears to be the end of Adelaide Street, but it's not. It kind of jogs around to the left and continues a little bit south of here. That would be an even neater view if traffic was westbound. You'd be driving towards the church. It's mostly a residential street. From here on out, it runs over to, I think, Shaw Street. There's a 511 Bathurst. But we're going to head north and cross at Richmond for a few blocks. And there's a small laneway I've seen before, but I don't think I've ever checked it out. We'll take that up to Queen. And then I'll head over to Trinity Bellwoods and we'll see those cherry blossoms in action. Let's see if I can make this light. There's an outreach center right there. One time I was live streaming with the Ken Continuum in this area, and someone took offense to seeing our camera, and they ran out from that place and actually ended up assaulting Ken. It's one of the few moments where I've ever seen anything like that happen in 4 or 5 years of streaming. He was okay, fortunately. Okay, the next street here should be Tecumseth. And you'll notice there's bike lanes on Richmond in both directions on this stretch. And Richmond was a westbound one-way street up to Bathurst, and then on the other side of Bathurst it becomes eastbound. Oops, someone bought a gigabyte laptop, it looks like. Gershon Piskowitz Lane. Yeah, this is Tecumseth. Yep, just roll right through the stop sign. Solid. It's only a suggestion. Some really neat house design right here on the left. Looks quite new. But I've seen a laneway poking around here just on the right in previous walks. I always meant to check it out. It's not very long, but it should lead us up to Queen. Here we go. This is kind of like Toronto's Graffiti Alley 2.0. And we emerge onto Queen West and West Queen West. Heel Boy. This is always a lively and vibrant stretch of Queen. That's the Silver Snail, a very popular comic shop.
She's just like,
And we are almost at our destination, the cherry blossoms at Trinity Bellwoods. They typically are in bloom from late April to early May for a period of 1 to 2 weeks. But they bloomed a little early this year. And this will be the last week to see them. I was live streaming around UFT yesterday and saw some cherry blossoms. It's entirely possible the trees have started to go bare, but we'll go have a look. You can find them scattered around the city in various spots, although High Park is the main place to go see them. Near where I live, there's a few at Mount Pleasant Cemetery. They're also at Exhibition Place, the Music Garden down on Queens Quay. The Edwards Island has cherry blossoms. I'm trying to remember where else the islands do. Edwards Island, Edwards Gardens, and the islands. Woodbine Park, Robarts Library, where I was yesterday, and Ramsden Park, and I think there's several other spots throughout the Greater Toronto area. But Trinity Bellwoods is probably the second best spot in the city to see them. And I guess we're fortunate we didn't get a heavy rainfall this morning. That might have taken them out of action. Here we go. These overcast skies and the lack of sunlight. They're not the most vibrant I've ever seen them, but they're still quite nice. It's a nice view with the CN Tower off in the distance. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below if you wish to support what I do on YouTube. There's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. As we finish up the last of these cherry blossom trees, this one has a tag on it. Okay. Anywho, thank you. As my voice starts to go, thank you for watching. And as always, I will catch you on the next one. Yoink!